Zombie game tier list. Let's just get it out the way, the ones that I have not played. Yeah, that's a pretty big list out of this whole tier list, but these are the ones that we're working with. And obviously you have S, A, B, C, D, and absolute trash. This is trash. And then you have like the God tier all the way at the top that I forgot to mention. That's S+. Let's get it out the way real quick. This is just my opinion. And my opinion's always right. So if you want to argue with me in the comments, go ahead and do so. I will not be listening to you. Most of this is based off of nostalgia, or just the gameplay, or just the story, or just big aspects that I really like about it and how much fun I had with the game. The have not played tier is games that I have like under 2 hours in. Games that were, you know, too buggy on console for me to play when I was like 10. Or games that I played so unbelievably long ago that I don't even remember it. So that's why I'm putting them in have not played. Left 4 Dead 2 has a special place in my heart. As a little kid playing on my cousin's Xbox 360 back in 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. When we would play this game and only do the first level. We would only do the first level with the no help or whatever campaign on the like the hospital. I loved it so much. I used to like Nick a lot, but now it's Ellis has taken the place as the best survivor, and then Coach, and then Nick, and then Rochelle. And I think that's the objectively best way of ranking these characters. Nobody else usually has differing opinions. Left 4 Dead 2 has a solid S on my list. Left 4 Dead 1 doesn't quite hold the same, you know, place in my heart, but it is the predecessor. Is that the right word? Hold on. It's the previous. It's the first game in the Left 4 Dead series. God damn. It's the first in the Left 4 Dead series, so you gotta pay its respects. You always gotta pay respects to Unc. It doesn't really have as likable of a cast, in my opinion, personally. I like the characters and all that. They're all very likable. It's just I didn't like them as much as I like the second cast. I didn't like the game as much. I played it when I was way older, in all the levels and stuff on my computer instead. I didn't find it as enjoyable, but it is basically the same formula as, you know, Left 4 Dead 2, except, you know, there's like 2 less special infected. Honestly, A tier is a perfectly good, at least for me, place to put it. Project Zomboid. My beloved Project Zomboid. Oh my god. Dude. You can't deny it. My opinion is fact. That was a terrible burp. Hope you guys really enjoyed that. This is the best, and I do mean the best when it comes to realism in almost any game ever. This is the unspoken king of zombie games. It's amazing. I prefer Build 41 over Build 42. I think Build 42 is a heaping pile of dog shit. Especially since the modding community has not caught up to Build 42 yet. So, I don't really like it. I don't like a lot of the functions. I think a lot of it has some stupid shit. But anyways, that's not the point. Project Zomboid has a very special place in my heart amongst me and my friends. We like Project Zomboid a lot. I have like 500 maybe hours in this game. Not a lot compared to some people, but you know, it's a lot of fun. You can do a lot of things like dyeing your hair and, you know, playing however you want. There's so many different ways to play. You can be a farmer, a mechanic, a fucking anything, especially when you're playing with your friends and you guys have your own like little roles. Like, oh my god, that is amazing. I love it so much. It's a shame when your friends don't really want to play it as much, but you know, they're their own people. You can't make them do anything. So take what you will with this. And if you want to bitch about it in my comments, go ahead and do so. I'm not listening. S tier. S plus tier. Sorry. S plus tier for my golden pillow of a game. You know, I have no idea which Dead Island this is, but I'm too lazy to Google it. So I'm going to assume this is the Dead Island, the one with Sam B and all of the memorable characters that I can't remember the name of. I can't remember any of their names. But I do remember Sam B is the best, cause who do you voodoo, bitch? Like you can't pass that up. That was a fucking hit. That was a really good hit. Anyways, this gets a solid A tier. I remember back in 2017 or so, I would listen to the, like, YouTube rappers, like, YouTubers making rap songs and diss tracks against each other and playing Dead Island. Yeah, that was my jam. That was my bread and butter right there. Dead Island gets a solid A tier. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, Dead Rising 2. Where do I start with you, beautiful? You, my beautiful game, are so amazing. Oh my god. This is the game that I have replayed the most in my whole life. And it's not even close. This and The Shining Force 2. Those are the two games. It's beautiful. It scratches that little creative part of my brain that I love so much. And the zombie killing. Because you can make custom weapons. And I really like Chuck Green. People don't really like him as much as Frank West, and I understand. But I really like Chuck Green. And for a while, my mom was dating a guy named Chuck. My mom was dating a guy named Chuck, and I thought that Chuck was Chuck Green from the game. I really thought that he was Chuck Green from the game, and I thought my mom was dating Chuck Green. And he would ride a motorcycle and stuff too, so it was really convincing. He even looked like the guy. Like I genuinely thought my mom was dating Chuck Green from Dead Rising 2. And simply for that, all of those beautiful points that I mentioned, this doesn't even scratch the tip of the iceberg for this game for me. It goes in S plus tier. You just can't tell me it's not. Dead Rising 2, off the record, is so good. It was made with just pure passion for the love of the world of Dead Rising 2. Like, the space in which you were in. I don't blame him. I love it. It's a bunch of, like, cut stuff, and then you put, like, Frank West in it. And it was pretty good. I actually had a lot of fun on this game for the little time that I played it with my friend. And I really like Frank West as a character. I really like the detail if you have two people. The second player will be Chuck Green. I really like that. I really like all the new, customizations and all that stuff. New secrets and new areas. I really like that new area. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember it being really funny to me that we would go around in that area and just mess with stuff. And it's just a good spin on Dead Rising 2. So it definitely gets an S tier. S tier game, baby. Dying Light. Oh my god. In 2018, this game had a grip on me. I can't remember if it was 2018 or 2019. But I remember playing this and Crossout. Man, these two, and then listening to Green Day all day is a unique rotation and experience in my life that I fondly remember to this day. And it was awesome. I thought it was amazing. I think the story was a little lackluster, I'm going to be honest. I can't remember much about it, but I think that was the point. So they could focus on a lot better things like the parkour system, which is really good. I really like the mobility in this game. I like drop kicking zombies into stuff. I really like messing around with my friends in this game. They just kind of throw you into this big city map and you gotta learn it. It's great. For me, this is a solid A tier. A tier, maybe. The Walking Dead Season 1. Actually, I had a video all prepped and ready, and, like, all I had to do was build a script for the entire game, and upload it. But I overestimate myself, and I get scared that it will just flop, and because it's like people don't mention it much anymore, and I completely canceled the upload for the time being. I ended up spending over a day worth, like 24 hours worth of time, you know, recording and editing and writing the script and all that, and I just got scared and canceled it. So that definitely put a weird little notch in this game for me. But the nostalgia of this game, it's amazing. I used to play it a lot. Even though it's a story game, I used to replay episode 1 over and 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 over again. And multiple times. I used to talk about it all the time. And as a little kid, because I've always loved zombies. But this game is amazing. It comes in episodic format, kind of to mimic how like shows release. And I really like that. It takes place in the Walking Dead's comic universe, so it's canon to the comics. And Clementine and Lee's little daddy-daughter thing, I really like that a lot. If you hear my voice like shift and stuff, it's because I'm like adjusting my position. I really, really, really enjoy this game because I actually get a feel for the characters for the short time that we have them. I really like them. And it's so sad how the game ends, but you know it's definitely for the worse of the characters for next season. I give this masterpiece of a game S+ tier. Yeah, no, people shit all over this game so much, and I don't know why. I love it. I love The Walking Dead Season 2, and it's an amazing follow-up to how Clementine's story continues, except for the fact that Omid gets slimed out in the first like minute of the game. I don't like that at all. That's stupid. Why, if they're in the middle of the woods and there's just a random little building that's a bathroom, why would there just be a random girl just rummaging around there and then just so happening to walk in without hearing anything and knowing that these people are inside and then rob Clementine? It just makes no sense. Omid shouldn't have died. Krista shouldn't have been found and killed. It's so stupid. But other than that, I really love this game. I really like that Clementine has to pick and choose who she trusts and how she grows as a character. People don't like it. I love it. I really like this game for what it is. This gets a solid S tier. And that concludes our The Walking Dead, not The Walking Dead, zombie game tier list. And this only consisted mainly of 9 games. But these aren't all of the zombie games that I've played, but these are definitely some of my favorites. I'll get around eventually to playing all of these. I have played Garden Warfare 2. I have not played Garden Warfare 1. So, if that's right there, don't come at me like,
you don't even play fucking Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
I do. I play Garden Warfare 2. I just don't really. I've never gotten Garden Warfare 1, and I don't really express interest because Garden Warfare 2 just seems to have done the same thing but better. One day I might try it. One day. But that concludes my tier list. If you disagree, you're wrong. And if you don't like and subscribe, my family will die tonight. And they'll come back as ghosts and they'll haunt you. So, You know, I don't make the rules. Alright. Bye.